going on, guys? This is Zach Streams. This is going to be my first commentary over one of my gameplays, and we're not even going to talk about Call of Duty stuff. Today is Thursday, September 8th, and it is the first day of NFL regular season games with Carolina and Denver kicking off tonight. So I'm going to try this thing week to week, see how you guys like it. And I'm going to predict the winners and losers of every game for the NFL week to week, and we'll see what kind of records I come up with. We'll see if I'm accurate or not, or if I suck at this. So, fasten your seatbelts, and we're going to kick this thing off. So, game one of the NFL season is Carolina Panthers at Denver Broncos. We got a Super Bowl matchup, a little rematch. Only the Denver Broncos do not have Peyton Manning. But Carolina also doesn't have Josh Norman. So those are two huge factors. They both lost. But I still think Carolina is going to run over Denver tonight. I think they're going to win by double digits. I don't think Carolina's offense is going to sputter like it did in the Super Bowl. So there you have it. Carolina's going to start off season 1-0 against Denver. And going into Sunday, we've got Green Bay at Jacksonville. That should be a blowout in Green Bay's favor. Then we've got Buffalo at Baltimore. I'm going to give that to Baltimore just because of Buffalo. I'm never really sold on Buffalo. Buffalo doesn't always have the strongest offense. Like, they're super hit or miss. Like, they've got weapons. They got LaShawn McCoy. They got Sammy Watkins. But, I don't know. Quarterback's always a question for them. Tyrod Taylor or whoever's starting for them these days. Next game, Chicago at Houston. So, I don't know if J.J. Watt is playing yet. I don't know if they've completely given him the green light. But I think Houston will win that game regardless. They got mighty Brock Osweiler at quarterback now. He more or less proved himself in the few games he played in Denver. But they also got DeAndre Hopkins. They'll be fine. Houston will beat Chicago. Then we've got Cleveland at Philadelphia. And I know Cleveland's got RG3 now, but RG3 hasn't been significant or relevant for a long time now. And Cleveland's also like the worst team ever, so that's going to go to Philadelphia. Tampa Bay at Atlanta. I just don't like Jameis Winston, so I'm going to say Atlanta. Minnesota at Tennessee. Minnesota all the way. Tennessee is garbage. Cincinnati at New York Jets. Ooh, that's a good game. I really like the Jets for some reason. I love Ryan Fitzpatrick. I love Brandon Marshall. I love Eric Decker. I'm gonna give that to New York. They got home field advantage. They should clean that up. Oakland at New Orleans. Oakland is on the rise. They got a really strong offense. They showed it off last year. New Orleans has been on the downfall lately, ever since Sean Payton got Sean Payton. He's the coach for New Orleans. Ever since he got suspended the whole year, they just haven't been the same team. I'm gonna give that one to Oakland. It should be an upset. I'm sure New Orleans is favored in that game. I'm going to give that to Oakland. It'll be a shootout, though. Next up, you got San Diego at Kansas City. San Diego always does the same thing every year. They always start off the season strong. They show off a little bit at the beginning of the season, and they always just suck, you know what, the rest of the way. But this year, it's going to be different. This year, they're going to suck the whole year. So they're going to lose in Kansas City that game. Miami at Seattle. Obviously got to give that to the 12th man. Detroit at Indianapolis. Now, I'm just going to let you guys know this right off the beginning. I am from Detroit, but I'm not going to let that affect my judgment, even though I do love the Lions. I bleed blue. I'm going to give that to Indianapolis just because Detroit's not going to win in Indianapolis. New York at Dallas. New York Giants against Dallas. Well, New York Giants have Odell Beckham Jr. and Dallas does not. They don't even have a quarterback. They have Dak Prescott is playing for Tony Romo, Mr. Glass, Tony Romo. So I'm going to give that to New York Giants. Going to beat up on America's team. Up next, you got New England Patriots, America's real team, at Arizona Cardinals. I don't give the Patriots a chance in hell of winning that game without Tom Brady. You got Garoppolo, whatever his name is, starting in his place. And he's got lots of weapons. He's got Gronk. He's got Martellus Bennett now, Julian Edelman. But Arizona's super good defensively. They're at home. Arizona's going to beat New England. There should still be a good Sunday night game, though. Moving on to Monday, we've got a doubleheader, which is awesome. I love that they do that. We got Pittsburgh at Washington. That is going to be a good game. That is going to be a slugfest, I think. But I'm going to give it to Pittsburgh. I think Antonio Brown's going to have 2 touchdowns. Chalk it up. But Kirk Cousins will still put on his own show, but it just won't be enough. They won't be able to keep up with Pittsburgh's offense, even without Le'Veon Bell. And the last game of Week 1 is Los Angeles Rams at San Francisco 49ers. And Todd Gurley is going to go crazy, and the Rams are going to beat the crap out of the 49ers. Especially if none of them stand up for the national anthem. And that is it for my Week 1 picks. We'll see, I'll get back to you guys, I don't know, probably next week, and we'll review what my picks turned out to be, and we'll find out if I'm really good at this or pretty shitty at it. But enjoy your first week of NFL. I hope your guys' teams win. I hope mine does, even though I already picked them to lose, but we'll see how it goes. But that's it for for my first ever commentary. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you didn't find my voice annoying, which it probably was, but that's whatever. I'll see you guys next time. Deuces.